Hey everybody, Theron here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to take a minute to talk about how to get started with eBay and the steps you need to take to literally go from scratch to an eBay store, or at least to start reselling. Because that's kind of the whole point of this channel, and I know I gave you a quick tour of my setup as I have now that I've spent about a year building. So today I just want to take a quick minute to run down how I got here and the things that you can do to do the same thing. And I know a lot quicker than I did if you're serious about doing it. So the first thing you need to do is get yourself an eBay account. So you would just simply go to ebay.com and you would sign up for an account, and that will let you buy and sell on eBay, and it is free. Initially it's free, but eBay will take fees if you sell anything that you sell. Plan to pay about 10% of that total sale price to eBay, and that includes anything that you've charged for postage. So if you sell something for $20 and then charge a $5 postage and handling fee on top of that, plan on paying about $2.50 in fees. So that's the first thing you need, and that's free. And with that, you should, I think, get 50 free listings per month. And then after the 50, they will charge you 35 cents per listing that you put up within a 35-day period after the 50 that they give you for free. So you pay no fees unless something sells. And buying on eBay is free. There's no fees on eBay for that. You just pay whatever the seller that you're buying from, whatever they're charging. So after that, you will need to get yourself a PayPal account. All of my business is done through PayPal. I know that eBay is rolling out some pretty major changes to that very shortly. By that I mean within the next year probably, where they're going to enable a lot more options, credit cards and things like that, for people to be able to buy and sell on eBay, and then eBay is going to handle all those payments for you and distribute the money. But currently they don't. Or they're rolling that program out to select people, and then they'll make it available to everybody like within a year. So PayPal is how I do everything. So you'll need a PayPal account, and that is also free, except that if you sell something and money goes into PayPal, then PayPal, I think, will take about a 3% fee on that. So when you're selling on eBay, just plan on paying about 13-ish% of your sales in fees to those two companies. But the actual PayPal account itself is free. They don't charge you for it. And you can purchase things through your PayPal account, and there's no charge for that. And there's no fees other than what they take if you collect money into it from a purchase. Also, that account, the PayPal account, will need to be linked to a bank account. For me right now, it's just linked to my personal checking account. I operate right now as a sole proprietorship, meaning everything I do is linked to me personally. There's not a business at stake at the moment. It's all on me, and I assume and accept all responsibilities and risks that come with that. And as a hobby level reseller, I'm okay with that for now, but I am going to be changing that here very, very shortly. It's on my list of things to get done probably by the end of the summer. I will be applying for an LLC and take some of that risk off of myself personally, and I will have to link that PayPal account out to a different account that I'll have with my business. So that is a change that will be happening, I anticipate, by the end of the summer. So I've got to kind of sit down and figure out my goals and when I want to do things. I haven't quite done that yet, so I'll do that this week. But anyway, to get started, those are the two softwares you need, or apps you need, and they're free. So there's no money up front to do that. And the next thing that you need to do is then you need to get yourself some inventory. And the good news here is that can also be free. Literally just go around your house. Collectibles, video games. You'd be surprised what books are worth. Go through your bookshelf. Books can be worth money. Clothing that you have, if you tend to buy a little bit higher end, like mall brand clothing, not necessarily department store stuff from Target, Walmart, and Shopko, but higher end things from the Buckle and Maurice's and that kind of thing. that can be worth some money, and you'd be surprised what's hanging in your closet. Maybe you have some collectible toys or something like that that you're looking to get rid of, or some old antiques that you're done with. Everybody has something in their house that's worth money that they're willing to part with. So that's where you can start. And then yard sales is a great source. I go to yard sales every weekend as much as I can. Yard sale season in Wisconsin is limited to about 5 months of the year, starting in like late April, running through May, June, July, August, and into September. So maybe 6 months. So do a lot of sourcing during that time. And then that's really good, cheap inventory, and you'd be amazed at what you can find. So those are great ways to get inventory, but initially that inventory can also be free. And then make sure you then find a place to work. Set yourself up a little workstation someplace in your home. Everybody, I'm sure, can find some place to work. I started with that little workbench that I showed you in my previous video. And actually here, I'll just pop it right back up. Let me get this out of my deal here. Oh, that's really hard to get out of there. Hang on. Let me flip this around. And so this was where I started, and I worked here for a year, and it's literally just a little workbench in the corner of my basement. And I just put up some white plastic sheets over it, and this is where I spent a year listing before I graduated to bigger things. But you could literally start anywhere. Throw a white sheet over or a white tablecloth over your dining room table if that's what you have to do. You just need someplace to take some pictures and someplace to do a little bit of packaging and shipping. So, I mean, even a dining room table to start with will do it. And you can do flat lays with clothing and stuff like that on a tablecloth. You just got to get a little creative and figure it out. But I know that everybody's got some room in their house somewhere. This is where I work now, and it's an 8-foot table with a couple of lights. This light just came in today, so I now have my set of 2, and I'm really excited to get started using those. These are nice because they don't take up any room, and I can just set them on the table. But it's a very small space that I work in. It's about the equivalent of a bedroom, like a medium-sized bedroom, really, and it's just in the corner of my basement. But don't try and build this overnight. Don't get overwhelmed by what you see here. I literally went and bought one bin, and then I filled it, and then I went and bought another bin, and I filled that, and I bought another bin, and I just built it at a pace that was comfortable for me. So it's important to just build this as you go. Don't feel like you got to build overnight. I certainly didn't. I built this at a pace that was comfortable for me, and it's important that you do that as well. And yeah, just build it as you go. But just be sure that you're priming the pump every day, that you're doing something every day, getting some listings up every day. Since about last March or April, I made it a mission to make sure that I was putting up 25 to 30 new listings every week, and I've stayed consistent with that. And so over that amount of time, I went from a store that was running about 100 listings every month to now I'm at 300. And it's a slow build, but it's also gone from a store was selling maybe 2 to 3 items a week to one that's selling 1 to 2 items every day. And that will just continue to grow as I build, and I still have the mission to maintain that listings volume. And I know that my store will just continue to grow until it reaches a point where it'll probably plateau. If I'm starting to average 5 sales a day, then I'll know I will have plateaued at that. And then I would want to step my game up to maybe 8 to 9 listings every day. So that's just kind of where my train of thought is with how to build it at a pace that's comfortable for me and a pace that I can keep up with. So I hope this information has been helpful to you as far as how to get off the ground and how to start and how cheap it actually is. This is a business that you can literally start with 0 capital and build up to, well, however big you want it. So it's what you want to make of it. All right, so thanks for watching. See you next time.